Back at the creek looking for some fish, guys, but I don't see anything here. And what a big change the river has been, or the creek, whatever you want to call it, since I came back here. What was that, 2 days ago? It looks like it hasn't rained in like 3 weeks. And the other day the water was like chocolate milk. But that's how these systems are designed with the rivers, is to get all the water off from the ground and down into the river or the creek, so that we don't have flooding in the city. Look at these big mushrooms growing on this tree. What tree is this anyway? This is box elder. Yeah, I don't see any fish. I should be able to see fish from where I am here. Before, you couldn't see any of these rocks really. I mean, mind you, because the water was like chocolate milk, but yeah, you wouldn't see much. There's all these concrete slabs. Maybe there's a different bridge here that broke down, and you could see them all the way up there too. Maybe that's what those are from. But there's no fish in here. Like, it's, I mean, it's only like maybe 1.5 feet deep at most on the other side of the bridge. And I can see right through there. If there's a salmon in there, you're gonna see him from here, even though I'm about 40, maybe 50 feet away. Yeah, nothing going on here today, guys. I was supposed to go fishing tomorrow, but it didn't rain. Look at it, it's all sunny. The cold front didn't come in yet. We did have a tiny bit of rain, but it's not gonna make a difference. So there's supposed to be some rain on Sunday, and hopefully there's enough that I can go on Monday probably, but it won't be much here. I think it's a little bit more out east where I'm going, about half an hour east of here. So hopefully things go right. Before I go, anybody know what these are? These are called sumac. Some of you might know if you're into beekeeping, because this is the stuff they use to make the smoke that calms the bees down. This is related to a mango tree. What you can do is you can make a drink out of these. It's like a really tart lemonade, and all you do is soak these big buds in water, and then you add sugar. So I guess you mix the sugar with the hot water before you mix it with the cold water that has the sumac steeping in it, and it makes a really nice drink. Time to split some wood. All right, guys, so I'm back in the wood yard, and I want to describe to you my little dilemma. So I talked to the landlord about moving this bin just out behind the last set of totes here, just on the outside beside the boat. And I'm trying to time everything so that when I move this bin, it's basically when I sell the wood that's in there, the boiler wood, it's almost full. And then after it's dumped, then I'm going to have the bin drop back here, and then this pile will be another 6 cords that's going to go out. So I'll sell that, and then I'll dump the wood there. And then what I want to do here is make next year's wood. I've already started making a set back there, but it's getting full. It's probably about 60%, 65% full right now. And I want to level the ground out here, because there's all the angles. So I'll put down some crushed limestone. I'll make it all flat so that I can put down skids and I can do rows of wood. And then my 6 cord load, I guess I'll put right here. And then I might bring my conveyor in, and then I can just use the conveyor working from here and load the bin. These totes obviously will be gone, and this crate hopefully will sell soon, so I can empty this crate out and then put it away or move it from this area. And this got to be clear obviously for when the truck comes and pulls the bin out. So I'm trying to time it so that wood pile is not full, so that this gets sold, that pile gets sold, all the totes get sold, and that crate of silver maple gets sold. And right now I'm gonna go and hack up all that smoker wood, and I'm gonna pile all the bags here. And then there's a bunch of smoker wood in the back, so I'm sitting on the top in the back of this pile, and then up against the wall I gotta bag up a lot of sugar maple, and some of this will come home with me to the shop. And I don't know what I'm going to do with all this oak, because it's all shortcuts. I don't need any more 12-inch. You see 12-inch is my big row here, and I don't sell much of that stuff. Wood is wood, sure, I'll sell that eventually, but I just don't stack up 12-inch because it's smaller pieces overall, right? I try to make them kind of thick so that, you know, I'm not making too many small pieces like this, right? And wasting my time. But I've had a lot anyway, so I put it aside and it will sell. So I got 16, I got like 14 here, 14 inch, 16, 18, and I wish I had more 18s. And then 2 more rows of 16 along with the 12. I also got to hack up this smoker wood too. This is apple, and I got to fill my crate back there. So I guess for now, I'm just going to hack up this with the single wedge splitter. You could see the angles on these. They're not going to really work good in the beast. See, this one's straight. I could put it in there, but it's going to make small pieces, so I don't want to do that, right? That machine is made for stuff that's more like 16 and 18 inch because of the diameter that the logs fit through on the 2 middle sections of the cutting edge anyway. This is like 4 inches in between, 4 by 4, right? And then the outside, yeah, you can get some bigger than that, but basically this is for logs that are like a certain length, you know? Because if you have them too short, then there's not enough volume, you know? You put that in there and then look how big your piece is compared to this. That's like 75%, right? So I guess let's get out the splitter and start hammering away at these blocks. All right, sorry for talking so much, guys, but this just in. The landlord came and saw me and he says, hot off the press, you could still smell that it's new paper. This is from the city of Toronto, and it's a bylaw saying that nothing can be running as in terms of small machinery after 7 o'clock. So I wonder, is this something about going along with the whole thing to cancel out, you know, small engine use, right? But a lot of people in the summer, they don't cut their lawn till like 9 o'clock, like the landlord here. And he says, you know, he doesn't leave here until 8 o'clock. So he said to the bylaw officers who came by just now, and he said, yeah, you know, I don't get home till 8 o'clock, and it's hot in the summer. It's still bright at 9 o'clock, and I go and cut my lawn then. So anyways, I'm not going to get into any machine use now, but I do have a lot to clean up here. So I'll start getting on the smoker wood. Well, here's the green energy, guys. I'm gonna do the last pieces with the splitter because there's a couple spots where the tree is separating into different limbs. So it's too hard to split that one with the axe. It's a little thicker than the usual cookies that I cut open too. So I'll just leave it for that for now. I got a bunch of sugar maple to bring to the shop, a couple bags of cherry, and I'm getting in here pretty clean because I got all the debris up off the ground. It's about to be finished in the burn barrel in the next 20 minutes. And then that's it. Just rake up this last little bit of mess here. I'm good to go. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and all that good stuff.